One last piece of news. After a brief run with Impact Wrestling, Nick Aldis announced he was leaving the promotion. Rumours have circulated that Aldis will be heading to WWE, but not in a wrestling capacity. Aldis would actually be an agent. That's what the rumours are at the moment. And there's also been rumours for years why WWE has never been interested in Nick Aldis as a wrestling talent, when Aldis has only really vaguely said backstage politics. And that's why he was never in WWE. That's the only thing I think he's ever really said publicly. Why do you think WWE has never shown an interest with Nick? Because, I mean, from the face of it, you think he's a good talker, he's got a great body on him, he's got a good look, he's a good wrestler. What's not there for WWE to get behind?
Well, you would have to ask them. I don't know, but I thought he would be the perfect choice for WWE. If these writers are so good, give him something. I mean, you got to ask them what they want him to do. But he was big enough. He was tall enough. Like you said, he was good looking enough, talented enough. Plus, I think he was also British. And the British, I don't know if you can, it's the British accent.
You can't trust him.
Those little Tory bastards, you got to watch them. But I don't know why. But I think making him an agent is a good job, pays pretty well, but still, he's not going to be on the active roster. He's not going to make wrestler money. So I think that's kind of a downgrade for his talent. I'll just leave it at that.
How much did you work with him over the years? Was he in TNA while you were still in TNA the first run?
Yeah. I work with him quite a bit. Good ideas, easy to work with. I mean, if you want him to do something he doesn't want to do it, he would, politically bring it to your attention, and he would do it. What do you think about this? See, he didn't necessarily have to say, like, I don't think this is good, but what do you think about this? He would bring it to you in a diplomatic type way. Mm-hmm. And you'd think about it. And if it's good, yeah, I've made several concessions to him. Okay, do it that way. Because if he wants to do it that way and it doesn't really change the outcome, let him do it. Because he feels more passionate about doing it the way that he described it to me than the way I described it to him. Because he's going to have to put it in his voice anyway. He's going to have to put his tone on it, his stamp on it. So if you're comfortable doing it that way, do it that way. It's not going to change anything. But I liked him, and I think I hope he's successful as an agent. But a lot of those agents they have in WWE, I don't think they know what they're doing. That's why and if you take an agent who doesn't know what he's doing so much, with young talent who don't know what they're doing, there's no telling what you come up with. See, I don't know how some agents, when I was there, kept a job, to tell you the truth. They didn't do nothing. Most of the agents, when I was there, they would just come to you and say, you're on third, like 12 minutes, 13, 14 minutes, and whoever's over. Then they'd leave. And who did they leave to work the match up? They're participants. Now, that's their job. I got that. But most of the agents wouldn't sit and listen to what the active wrestlers had in mind. So if something come up in that match that Vince didn't like, everybody got cussed out. Everybody, and the agent especially, because he should have known this was coming, and he didn't. So I think one of the agent's job is like undefined, or it was undefined in WWE, other than delivering the news. They didn't try to help you through anything, and they didn't have any ideas anyway. It basically comes down to talent. And I've heard this is what AEW agents do. They just take guys what they wanted in a match, and they disagree with it. So, but it was Tony Khan's idea. So if you don't like it, go to Tony Khan, because I'm just delivering the news, guys, and they would tell you that. I'm just delivering the mail. So if you don't like it, go see the Postmaster General. He's sitting right up there. But anytime you tell the talent to go see the head guy, guess what? They don't go. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be shut down, told to shut up, do what they're told, or they could go home. That's the last thing you want to hear. But anyway, I work with back to Mr. Aldis, great guy, and I hope he's successful. But I think we'll see him in the ring.
I'd suggest so.
How old is he? How old is he?
Maybe about 40, somewhere around there. LA Knights age.
LA Knights. See, a long time WWE had this
I'm wrong. 36. He's the same age as me, in fact. There you go.
Okay. Well, a long time WWE had this rule, I guess. They didn't want to hire anybody over 30. I'm going to tell everybody that's listening out there, when you see a great wrestler, he didn't learn this business overnight. He learned it, and he probably started learning it and putting it together at around age 30. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. Now his body is telling him, slow the F down. Slow down and sell it. Now they learn. Now they learn the art of selling. That Dick Murdoch, I just talked about him, that he learned a long time ago. You sell it and you get more mileage out of it. And if the people are enjoying it, you're doing your job. But I think that's when wrestlers kind of learn how to start putting it together. Even watching Bryan Danielson, he slows it down where he needs to slow it down, and he works the hold. And if the fans are kind of invested in it, they're going to buy the selling, because that's what your body is doing. You're telling them that you're in trouble. It hurts a little bit, and how do you get out of it? This is not the easiest business to learn. Now, somebody asked me one time, I meant to say this a long time ago, what's it take to be a booker? Well, hell, anybody could be a booker. You could be a booker. Anybody listening could be a booker. Just say, do this and do this. Then you're a booker. But being a successful booker, it takes knowledge and it takes patience. And I preach patience all the time. You got to have patience. Now, the best example of patience that people have seen in recent years is the Roman Reigns experiment. Took their time with him and stayed with him. They didn't knee jerk when he didn't have the crowd all standing up. And at the beginning, I had my doubts too, because he was a stone cold baby face. They didn't want to see him being a heel. But now that they see him being a heel, he could be a baby face overnight, but you got to have a hot heel. Because you don't have a hot heel, you turn him for nothing. And the only what I would like to see, and I think would draw money, would be Roman Reigns against Randy Orton. That's something new. Then you got those Randy Orton. When they called him the Viper, that was a great name for him, because he has no moral views on anything, especially in the ring. And he would be a great opponent for Roman Reigns.